Alright guys, so here's another fanfiction idea, and this one's going to be, while a crossover, is going to be the main focal point, Zim. And as you can see from the title, Invader Zim, The Wishing War. Oop, autofocus. So, what is Invader Zim, The Wishing War? Well, basically it's a big crossover event that is utterly insane. Let's just get into it. And it also has a ridiculous premise, but with Invader Zim, it works. A ridiculous premise works. So, let's get into it. So the story begins with Zim out in space. He's in our solar system. He's deep in our solar system, like near Pluto, because he's detected something that caught his interest. His deep space scanners have detected something of great value. Something that even, like, Urkin legends have, like, talked about. Like, eons ago, there was, like, rumors and whispers of this. And at first, he was like, I don't think that's real. And then he did closer inspection. He's like, oh my god, it's real. I have to go. So him and Gur went on, took his ship and traveled to find a star. So, the star is not like anything not a normal star. It's the wishing star. Yeah, actually the legit, like, Make-A-Wish star. So Zim is the first one, is like the person to find it first, and he plans to make a wish with that star. But the problem is, just as he's about to grab it and take it back to Earth, and then report to the tallest, because that's his whole plan, is like, I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to report to the tallest, and then I'm going to make my wish. But, unfortunately, before he does that, Gur, of course, gets excited. Oof, felt a shiver there. Gur gets excited, and has the ship fling it to Earth. And it lands smack dab in Japan. It lands smack jab in Japan, and yeah, it causes quite a stir because that thing did not go unnoticed. The star landed deep in the forests of Hokkaido, and of course, it made quite an impact. In fact, as it was flying overhead, it actually did a flyover the home of Rita and Zed. And Zed is like, that thing, that's the wishing star. And Rita's like, are you kidding me? How many Disney films have Babu and Squat watched and you just noticed? And Zed explains, like, no, the wishing star is a cosmic event that only comes around once every 5 million years. It's like a 5 million year event that it's an anomaly. It's basically it's like a magical runoff that mixes with cosmic energy. So it's a mixture of magical and cosmic energy, and it just zips by our planet. It's like a Halley's Comet, but way more rarer. It's basically like the thing that when you wish upon a star, all your dreams come true. But the thing of it is, it's always been wasted on people who are just normal human beings. And Zed is nothing but normal, and he's just like, if I can get my hands on the wishing star and make my wish first, then we'll just rule the world. We'll rule the universe. But, of course, so Rita and Zed gather their groups, even have Finster make some new monsters, and they prepare to head down to Japan. Of course, when you're in Japan, you have your own set of forces to deal with. Preferably, the Sailor Guardians. The Sailor Guardians, of course, are the first to be alerted, and Luna's the one who explains that... she explains the whole thing about the wishing star, and she's already like, look, evil is going to show up and try to take this. So the Sailor Guardians arrive. Of course, Zed's presence in Japan alerts Zordon. Zordon gathers the Rangers, and they teleport to Japan, where they meet up with the Sailor Guardians, who are like, holy crap, the Power Rangers are here, and they team up. This, of course, leads to other chains of events, because the wishing star has also caught the attention of someone else who was passing by. That person was Lord Dominator on her ship, who her ship was she's like, there's a goddamn wishing star. Just gonna turn my ship around and go that way. Meanwhile, so you have Lord Dominator, and she's gone to Earth. Dominator's presence has alerted. Dominator's presence basically alerted this event that her presence has alerted the. Sorry, I lost my brain went blank. Her presence, obviously coming to Earth, triggers an event that leads Nemesis picks it up first. So the Decepticons are now involved. The Decepticons, of course, learn about the wishing star. Megatron's like, I don't know why there's so many people going to Japan, but whatever it is, I want it. They get involved. Autobots get involved. And also, upon to stack on top of this, Star has been watching this on TV. Like, she sees the thing about the wishing star, and she's like, "Oh, that's made from human magic. That's made from human magic. I gotta go." So Star and Marco go to Japan. So now you have all these heroes and villains. All the villains are just vying for the wishing star. Meanwhile, you have, let's cycle back to Zim. Zim has basically made his way to Japan. Unfortunately, the idiot can't speak Japanese, so he's already having a problem with the trying to find directions. Like, the whole gag of this the whole running gag of this is that Zim is trying to get to the wishing star, and he's asking people around. He's trying to get directions and whatnot while trying to keep Gur from destroying things and ruining their cover. All in the backdrop is this massive hero and villain war with all these different heroes and villains all trying to get to the wishing star and fighting over. Basically, the heroes are all teaming up to fight the various villains who are wrecking Japan, and that's all the backdrop. It's literally like a typical Invader Zim episode where where Zim is just, all this weird, insane shit is going on, and Zim's in the front doing something mundane. That's exactly how it goes, is that Zim's in the middle of doing something just utterly he's just trying to find directions, or how to use a bullet train, or how to get a ticket for a bullet train. He's also trying to cross a street. He doesn't know how to read kanji, so he doesn't understand it. And meanwhile, Gur is running around wearing a little Godzilla suit. And speaking of Godzilla, all this commotion attracts Godzilla, so he's in the middle of this, and that leads to everyone just oh shit, Godzilla! So they're all fighting. Zords are being called, Combinders are being formed, Dominator has made her ship into their giant robot form, and it's just utter chaos. The Powerpuff Girls have flown in to assist. You've got the Gems who also jump into the fight. You have Vlad Plasmius trying to get to the wishing star, leading to Danny Phantom. It's just one giant fight on all ends to get to this wishing star. Meanwhile, Zim's just is chai tea the same as chai? Grr! Put that toy down. So he's just trying to read something and understand it. So, of course, as this utter insanity is going on, Zim is actually the first one to make it to the wishing star. At the end of it, when everyone's just about to reach it, Zim is the one who gets it. And they're like, "Who are you?" He's like, "I am Invader Zim. I am the one who found the wishing star first, and I am the one who is going to claim it in the name of not in the name of the Urkin Empire, in the name of Invader Zim." And that's when Zordon tells them he's an Urkin. They're alien conquerors, and Zed is like, "Zordon is right. We cannot let this little moron take it. No matter how small and stupid he is just as dangerous as I am with that star." And they're like, "You're not helping your case, Zed." But unfortunately, since he has the since Zim has the wishing star, he gets to by right he gets to claim and make his wish. Of course, Dib has been watching all of this and saw Zim in the background of a newscast. Like, he was just walking around in his little, like, terrible human costume, and Dib had to take the long way to get to Japan. So he's there and he's like, Zim, you won't get away with this. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know why there's been super cool action going. I was distracted by super cool explosions and whatnot, but I won't let you get that, make your wish. And he's like, too late. I am going to make my wish. And they're like, oh no, he's going to wish for total control. He's going to wish for the Urkin Empire to rule the universe. What's he going to wish for? And he goes, wishing star. My wish is for the Talus to acknowledge me. And they're like, what? Everyone's like, what? And that's when Gur explains, like, yeah, I've long learned that, like, I've never been respected by the Talus, so all I want is just a little respect. And sure enough, what happens next is 5 seconds later, the Talus calls Zim, and they're like, oh, hi Zim, just wanted to tell you, you're doing a good job there. Send us some snacks from Earth sometime. Okay, bye. And he's like, yes, victory for Zim. And everyone's just like, and the star just blasts off into space again, and everyone's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And everyone, like, the villains are so disgusted by what they just saw, they all just pack up and leave, and the heroes are just like, okay, guess we'll go to cleanup now. And Dib's like, that's what you wanted, Zim? You could have had anything! And he's like, I just wanted acknowledgement. And he's like, Zim, and Dib by the end of it's like, you jerk. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That is Invader Zim, the Wishing War. Is it totally ridiculous? Yes, but is it in kind of in line with what we see with Invader Zim as a cartoon and probably would be like if it was a crossover thing? Yeah. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Invader Zim, the Wishing War? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.